So, 22. The most popular, I'm going to say it, the most popular round today. Very capable round for what it's built for. Small game, plinking, very capable round, cheap to shoot. What it's not built for is things like large game. However, in a survival situation, this round is capable of taking down game. Would I push it past a deer? No. Deer would be my highest, the highest I would go with this round of trying to take down, and it would have to be the right situation, like dire situation. Because what you don't want to do is tick off a 300-pound deer. Excuse me. I live in Minnesota, so what you don't want to do is tick off a 300-pound buck by shooting him with a 22 and have him turn around and try to spike you. Bad situation. So if you're going to take down a deer with this round in a survival situation, try having a semi-automatic or a pistol so you can pump several rounds into that deer. Small game, perfectly capable. Okay. Let's get a little realistic here. 22 has many reasons, has many pros. It's light, it's cheap, it's very accessible, and you can buy tons of different kinds of ammo for it. If you buy the right firearm, you can shoot shorts, longs, and long rifles. You can shoot any type of ammo, and that gives you many different options. In a survival situation or some type of situation like that, you're worried about not being heard, and let's say you have a gun that can shoot 22 shorts, those are going to be substantially quieter than a 22 long rifle. Okay. Now, in my opinion, 22 bolt actions are, they're kind of the way to go. You know, you can get magazine fed, you can get tube fed. They're the ones that you can shoot just about any type of ammo out of them. They're manual, so 22 can be a very dirty round. So with a magazine fed or tube fed bolt action, you're not going to have to clean it nearly as much as you would a semi-automatic, because you can give that bolt a little bit more throw when it gets dirty. A barrel, you get something like a bolt action Marlin with the micro groove rifling, the barrel getting dirty is not an issue. Okay, so bolt action is definitely something to look into when you're talking to 22. Semi-automatic. Now, right now, the only 22 I own is this semi-automatic Mossberg Tactical. Now, you'll see it is definitely designed after the AR. Why did I buy this? I was looking for a home defense option, was concerned about over-penetration, so I went with this. And I was considering buying an actual AR at the time, so I figured something cheaper to shoot. Now the problem with that is, if you're buying this as an AR trainer, specifically as that, spend the extra $150, $200 to buy it, a better one, because on this gun, the magazine release is not the same, your bolt is not the same, all your other controls pretty much are your safety. So your safety, your bolt, and your magazine release are not the same. So if you're buying it specifically as an AR trainer, go buy something like a SIG, or not a SIG, a Smith & Wesson, an Umarex, Colt. Yes, they're going to be substantially more expensive than this gun, but they are going to be identical to an AR. And if that's what you're looking at, is buying an AR trainer, that's what you want, something that's identical to an AR, not something that feels like an AR, but its controls aren't exactly the same. However, it is semi-automatic, and it is accurate. It's nice, it's light, it's compact. If that's what you're looking for, that would be a rifle to consider. But in that price range, I would maybe consider going with something like a Remington 597 or a Ruger 1022. And then you've got all your bolt actions and stuff in there that are way cheaper. You know, a Marlin 60. So let's go just purely survival situation. Henry AR-7. You've got a gun that literally packs up into this. It's semi-automatic. It's, you know, it floats. Is it a little awkward in the hands? Yes. You know, whatever. In that price range, there are definitely better guns that you could buy, and I will admit that was not the best gun choice I've ever had. Let's get a little bit away from that. Let's talk about 22 in a self-defense situation. Now, even versus a guy my size, which for those of you that haven't seen any other videos of me, I'm about 6 foot, 6'1", and about 330 right now. Trying to cut down because I'm going to be going into the Guard within the next couple of years. Anyways, even versus a guy my size, you put 4 or 5 of these into him, most people are not going to push the issue, or they're going to be on the ground dying. It's just that simple. 22 is going to be plenty of firepower to either make them not want to come after you anymore or put them down. It's just that simple. You know, let's talk about in a pistol. Whether it's semi-automatic, which in my opinion, in a 22, with a 22, I would go revolver always, because you can shoot shorts, longs, or long rifles out of a revolver. Most of your 22 semi-automatic pistols only hold 10 or 12 rounds. Most of your revolvers hold 8 or 9, and most of them are substantially smaller than an actual semi-automatic 22 in a pistol form. So in my opinion there, I would go with revolver, because revolvers are also more reliable than semi-automatics. That's a proven fact. And when you start talking about a 22, and you know, it obviously doesn't have much recoil, the slide on a semi-automatic can become an issue. You know, recoil can be a big factor in how reliable your semi-automatic is. And you know, so in my opinion, I would go revolver. And you know, just so it's known, 22 is a perfectly capable round for any situation, really. Is it the best round for any situation? Obviously not. It's a very small round. It's obviously not going to be your best option in every situation. You know, it's just not. Is it a capable round for just about every situation? Definitely. And in the right hands, very, very capable. Now, you know, I really don't know what more to say. You know, most people, there's a lot of people that'll say, oh, 22 is the deadliest round, you know, it's killed the most people, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing out there to say that. There is no statistic that actually proves that. But there are a lot of people that say that. So when that's the reputation of the 22 already, that's got to tell you something. But at the same time, you've just got to know 22 is, it's a good little round. It's, you know, it's nice. In my opinion, more capable than the 17 Hummer. Now, I know that is a very popular round, and many people are going to disagree with me, but in my opinion, the 22 long rifle is just as capable as the 17 Hummer. And if you're going to the 17 Hummer specifically for the speed, I would step up to a 22 mag instead of dropping down to a 17 Hummer. Just my opinion. So, you know, that's about it. Give me your opinions on the 22 long rifle. Give me your opinions on what gun you shoot, what gun you like, what you specifically use 22 for. You know, whether you're a plinker, whether you're small game.